In the beginning, there were no classrooms, no labs or libraries, no offices, only the beautiful land, home to a community whose leaders saw the need for a college. In 1971, these leaders, 5 from Pasco and 4 from Hernando, formed the First District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando Community College and chose Dr. Milton O. Jones as its first president. It was still a college without walls in 1972, when classes were offered in rented spaces in Dade City, Brooksville, and Newport Richey. A new student paid $5 to apply and $10 per credit hour. But by 1977, 3 full-service campuses had been built in those cities. The First Board's strong commitment to a district-wide college would remain a hallmark of the institution for its first 50 years.
The board decided very early on we were going to serve the entire district, including Newport Richey and Brooksville. We wanted to take education to the students. So the best thing we did about that was to hire Dr. Jones. He was highly trained in multiple campus colleges. The philosophy was we were going to take it to the students and make it as easy as possible and as economical as possible for all of them. And I think our board established that philosophy, and successive boards have done an excellent job of that.
I enjoy being a part of building things, getting things off the ground and up and running. So when given the opportunity, the privilege to serve as a founding trustee by Governor Askew, I was pleased to say yes. Our biggest challenge was to hire a president. We needed a president, needed a leader. We hit a grand slam home run when we hired Milton Jones. He was awesome in the interview, and he was even better than that as the years moved along. We were blessed to hire the right person.
I read in the paper that we're starting a new college in Pasco and Hernando counties. I finally got the job. They wanted to call the place Hernasco, and I said, why don't we use the 2 counties as the name of the college? So it would be Pasco-Hernando Community College. I talked to this Mr. Potberg, and he says, well, I've offered land over here to build a college, and I won't charge any money for it. I'll give you 100 acres. He says, come over and just choose what you want. And so I went over there and spent a day with him, and he donated it to the college. Wayne Cobb was a very special person, and that Mr. Potberg and Jim Kimbrough and Sheriff Gillum was very good, because he was the one that helped me get the training pistol range and helped us an awful lot. People made the difference.
The strong leadership of the early years continued during the tenure of its second and third presidents, Dr. Robert Judson and Dr. Katherine Johnson. In 2010, a 4th full-service campus opened in Spring Hill. In 2014, the Porter campus, the 5th full-service campus, opened in Wesley Chapel.
When he came to the college, Dr. Judson was a financial aid director, and then he was also a dean, and he was a vice president. So he actually went through the ranks, and then he taught classes as well. And that gave him the perspective of what this community college environment was all about. He was easy to talk to, and that was one of the major attributes of Dr. Judson.
Those were such heady years. Everything came together. Our enrollment was growing. Our PICO funds were in line with us expanding our 2 campuses. We were able to use those PICO dollars to build the campuses that had been planned and expand, and then we were able to use our leverage in Tallahassee to request permission to begin to offer the baccalaureate degrees. One lasting memory would be working with the late Don Porter, because Bob Judson introduced me to him the first day I was on the job, and Don Porter was the gentleman who had the land at Wiregrass. And I worked with him for a good 5 years, waiting till the funding was right, where he actually gave us the land and we were able to build that. And I was so pleased that we were finished and he was able to see it before he passed away, because truly that legacy out at the Porter campus is not just for him, but for his family and for that whole community out there.
Under the leadership of its 4th president, Dr. Timothy Beard, the college has added new 21st century programs, such as cybersecurity, e-commerce, and unmanned vehicle systems operation. In 2022, it opened an Instructional Performing Arts Center, IPAC, in Wesley Chapel. New intercollegiate sports have been added, bringing the total to 7. In this dynamic environment, PHSC embarks on the next 50 years, proud of its past and bullish on its future.
I still see state colleges as the economic engine to our area throughout this state, the other 27 colleges. The last 12 to 15 years have really validated the importance of community and state colleges. We're quick producers of results. In the future, I see our role expanding even to a greater degree to make sure we have a very skilled workforce for our local area. My goal has been to leave it better than I found it. I found it in a good place, but we can always do better, and I look for the next president to even do better.
Pasco-Hernando State College now embarks on an exciting new chapter of growth and development, embracing our open-door mission, welcoming diversity, inspiring ingenuity, and supporting initiatives that will benefit the residents of our district for generations to come.
I want to say to PHSC and our great family in the community, staff, students, community citizens, happy golden anniversary. You can get there from here and meet me at the top.